Bernadette wants to go right up to the top, so that's where we're going. G'day, we're on our way from Eyre Peninsula over to Ceduna, and along the way we've stopped in Wudinna. Now Wudinna, if you look at the spelling, looks like Wudina, but I'm told it's pronounced Wudinna. Now in this area there are rock formations made of granite, and one of them, Mount Wudinna, is actually the second largest rock formation to Uluru. And apparently it's absolutely spectacular. We're in this lovely little bush setting caravan park here in Wudinna. We'll show you around that later, but for now we're going to go and check out some of these rock formations around this area. Let's go and have a look. We're doing the Mount Wudinna loop, and the first one we come across I think is called the Polda Rock. Alright, so we're at Polda Rock. Now, you can walk around Polda Rock. It's actually a 2-kilometre walking trail around, or you can just head up to the actual rock itself and up onto the rock. This is pretty cool, how they collected the water. So the runoff would come down to this little rock wall, and it would channel the water into this little dam. So pretty ingenious what they've done. Wow, it just keeps going up and up. And of course Bernadette wants to go right up to the top, so this looks like that's where we're going. That's pretty cool. If you want the best view, my recommendation is don't worry about doing the circuit walk. Just walk down the path straight onto the rock. You can see the dam. Walk up to the top, you'll get the best views and you can see the actual rock itself. Anyway, we're now heading off to Mount Wudinna, which is the second to Uluru. Alright, we're about to head over to Mount Wudinna, which is just behind me. Now apparently this is 1,600 million years ago. This was formed by molten magma, and apparently this is the same age as Uluru and the Ahhs, so it's quite interesting. There are a couple of nature trails around here that you can do. Okay, some of them are up to sort of like a couple of k's each, or you can actually walk up to the top. Unlike Uluru and some of those other places, this is not a sacred site, so you are allowed to climb it. So we're going to go and see how we go. It's about 11 AM, it's not too hot, but we can feel it getting quite warm. Like normal, we have good intentions of getting here as early as we can, but the day gets away from us. Alright. Walk along, you'll see these little arrows that basically indicate you're actually on the right track. So we didn't intend to do the full loop, but as you can see from the Wudinna hike lookout, and once you come to the top and you're at the top of the actual outcrop or the mountain, to the right you follow the arrows down. We are currently here. Great views, but we're going to go around back down to the car park, and apparently there's a little lookout area here which we're going to go and have a look at. But highly recommend it. It is a grade 4 hike to come up, quite steep. When it's dry, not an issue. If it's wet, it might be a little bit slippery, but otherwise, highly recommend it. It's really good rock formation and really great views from there.
Where are we going? Oh, to the lookout. Is that right?
To the lookout.
Okay.
Alright, so if you'll see, there's a little picnic area here. And you'll see some toilets at the back, and if you go towards the toilets you'll see a little track to the left, and that's to the actual lookout area.
Off we go to this lookout.
It's not a bad view you get from here, this little lookout spot. An easy, what, 500 metres, you reckon?
Yeah, probably about that.
Yeah. Alright, so once you've done that little lookout bit, you can come back down here to the picnic area, which is what we're doing, and we're going to have some lunch while we're here. Now, one of the things I want to show you, which is really interesting, by the way, these are not drop toilets you see in the back here. They look like proper toilets, so it's actually pretty good facilities here. This is a really interesting thing I want to show you, because this is something you don't normally see when you're out in the middle of nowhere. And that is, there's a little Wi-Fi station here where you can get Wi-Fi, and as well as that, there's even some charging points, so you can charge your phone and peripherals, and there's even a wireless charger there as well. So that's pretty amazing considering we are literally in the middle of nowhere. Alright, now to get to Pygery Rock, you've got to go down this little track, and there's a gate. So you've obviously got to open the gate and then shut it after you. Okay, so we'll see if this is actually worth getting to. That's a bit of a four-wheel drive track to get here.
I know.
Oh, hope it's worth the view. You found a path yet?
Yeah.
You found a path? Okay.
Oh, still have a path.
Watch for snakes.
Yeah. Kangaroo foot.
Oh yeah, here we go. Get up onto the rock. I think that's it. That's the rock there, Bernadette. So these are known as Pygery Rock. What are you doing there? Anyway, that's it. So I'll let you decide whether it's worth going down that little four-wheel drive track to see these two little rocks. Now we've got to head back out again.
What was that?
Ready to go?
Yep.
Next spot.
Okay. Okay, so we are about 4 k's from Minipa, and we're going to go and see this Tcharkulda Rock. Sorry, I can't pronounce it. Alright, so apparently it's climbable, and it's got all these amazing rock formations at the top. So, we are going to go and have a look at it. Alright, you ready, Antonio?
Let's go. Interesting rocks up there, so well worth the visit. Well worth the visit on this one. Alright, so our next rock formation we're looking for is called the Organ Pipes. Now the organ pipes are inside the Gawler National Park. Now before you leave you need to purchase a parks pass, which is about $12.50. You can do it online on their website, but you do need to do it before you leave because there is no phone reception out here. Alright, so the road or the track out to Organ Pipes is classed as four-wheel drive only, and really other than the corrugations, which will rattle your teeth out, the track's not too bad. It's just the corrugations really. Well, now I can put my my fillings back in after that corrugated track. Go on this hike. Alright, let's go check it out. top here, the bloody wild goat. I thought I could hear him calling, and there he is at the top, just looking at us. That was pretty good, but you do have to go up that ridge there to get the best view, I think, because from here you don't quite see a lot of it. Alright, back to the car and back down that track, and hopefully don't lose any more fillings.
So we finally made it to Pildappa Rock. So it's a nice little spot in there to have a look, and there's one over there. So anyway, let's go and have a look in here.
Wave, and then we'll have a look from the other side. Here you go, original geraniums planted by Kowalski girls who lived nearby in 1938. So to give you a bit of a snippet of the Wudinna Caravan Park, this is the actual caravan park here. It's a pretty much a bush type setting. We're the only ones here at the moment. There's a little camp kitchen over there, and there's a dump point, and these are the toilet facilities. It's pretty basic but very clean. And they've even got a map of the area on the side of the facilities, which is quite neat. And as you can see, most of these sites are pretty much drive-through, and they're pretty flat. Alright, we're about to have breakfast and then pack up, but we've got one more thing to show you in town, which actually took 17 years to build. So in the Apex Park, just inside Wudinna town, you'll find the Australian farmer sculpture, and it took the guy that made this 17 years to carve this out of a slab of local granite. And you can see the, I guess, the features there looking like grains and the sheep. Alright, so that was Wudinna. Most people will just drive through and not realise what's actually here, but there's actually heaps to see. You've got the Polda Rock, you've got Pildappa Rock, you've got Mount Wudinna, what's the other one that's hard to pronounce?
Tcharkulda Rocks.
Calders Rocks. And if you drive a bit further up towards the Gawler ranges, you've got the organ pipes. Really nice area. You've got the sculpture here. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you do like it, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and join us on the next one as we explore Australia.
Organ pipe.
It just went blank.
Alright, you ready? Take two.